and welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me. This is the place where I talk about all things happiness and personal development. So today we are talking about how to get yourself out of a funk. We have all been there, which is why I thought, let's share my tips, because this week I had probably 2 to 3 days where I felt like I was really deep into a funk, and it was pretty rubbish, to be honest. But I'm out the other side, and I did a few things that I thought actually it's probably worth sharing, because I don't think I'm the only person who gets myself into a bit of a situation where I feel like I've got absolutely no energy or motivation to do anything, and it's almost like you're just in standstill, don't know what to do next, so you opt for doing absolutely nothing. So here are my 3 tips on how to get yourself out of a funk. Tip number 1, don't beat yourself up. Now, this is something that I do when I'm in a funk, and it's something that I'm really working hard not to do anymore. I'm generally quite a motivated and disciplined person, but like everybody, have days, weeks, months where I just feel a little bit below par, and my natural reaction with that is to beat myself up about it. I'll look around myself about other people who are achieving amazing things, who are what they seem to be completely plugged in and motivated 24/7 and are going after their dreams and creating amazing things in this world. And I think, why aren't I doing that? Why can I not be bothered? Why am I just sat watching EastEnders? And then it turns into a bit of a vicious cycle, because beating myself up about it makes me feel rubbish about myself, makes me feel like, well, I don't want to do anything because I just feel a bit blur. So it's really important that you acknowledge, yes, okay, you are in a bit of a funk and you are feeling a little bit rubbish, but be nice to yourself, go gentle on yourself, don't start berating yourself over it, because believe me, 6 months down the line, you'll be in the same boat. And that's happened to me before. I've actually probably had about 6 months of my life, a couple of years ago, where I just felt a bit lackluster, and I just felt like didn't really know what to do, didn't know where I was going with stuff, and I just kind of plodded along and just was, in a 6-month-long funk, which wasn't very nice. So go easy, be nice to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and realise that life is about light and shade. We can't be going at 100 miles an hour all of the time, and that's okay. It might feel like everybody else is doing that, but although I tell myself that that's the case, when I really think about it, I know deep down that we all go through this and it's okay. Okay, tip number 2, take action. Now you're probably thinking, well, if I'm in a funk, the whole point is that I don't want to take any action, I can't be bothered to do anything. Yes, that is true, but whilst we're going gentle on ourselves, we do want to make ourselves, and it is sometimes about actually making ourselves, do something, just a tiny bit of action, because I strongly believe that action breeds more action. I can be feeling really like can't be bothered to do anything, really lazy, just having a really lazy day, and I think, oh, I'll just unpack the dishwasher. Before I know it, I've done quite a few little tasks, because it kind of creates a bit of a snowball effect. Not always, but quite often it does. And I think when you are in a funk and you're wanting to take some kind of action, just focusing on those small little wins makes you feel better about yourself and starts to really gradually lift you out of that horrible, unmotivated, low energy zone. So whether it's getting yourself out there for a walk, whether it's writing down how you're feeling even, just taking some kind of action towards getting yourself out of your funk is going to help things along the way. You don't have to be taking massive amounts of action, and probably I would say that's not the way to go. You want to ease yourself back in gently, which goes back to point 1. So take some action. Small action, whatever it is, but just teeny tiny steps to get yourself out of the funk. Tip number 3, absorb stuff that's going to make you feel good. So when you're sitting around, why don't you sit around and read a magazine that's going to make you feel good about yourself, that's going to give you some ideas of how to get out there, how to motivate yourself, how to inspire you. Why don't you listen to a podcast that's going to be really, really uplifting and going to give you a laugh even? I mean, that's what I really like. I love to listen to podcasts where you feel like you're eavesdropping on somebody else's conversation, because you realise that we are all so similar. We all go through different challenges, and so just when you're walking around your house doing your chores and things, have those things on in the background. And even if it doesn't feel like it, even if you're still very much feeling like you're in your funk, it will in some way be going in. Think really carefully about who you're following on social media. What kind of things do you want to see on your newsfeed? You can choose who you're looking at, whether you're looking at somebody that's giving you things that make you feel good about yourself, or whether you're looking at people that you're comparing yourself to and it's making you feel really rubbish. You're in control of that. So just think of anything like that that can go into your brain, even in the smallest, tiniest way, just to make you feel a little bit uplifted, and just wait for it to pass. One of my favourite quotes is "This too shall pass," and it is so, so true. So I hope these tips have been helpful. Let me know how you get on if you put any of these into practice. I know when I'm next in a funk, I'll probably go back and watch this video and remind myself of all of these things that I've learned this week after getting out of my funk. And yeah, just be kind to yourself. Remember that life is about light and shade, and enjoy the journey. So I hope all these tips were helpful. If you put any of them into practice, let me know how you get on. Comment below, like the video, subscribe if you're not already subscribing, only if you want to do all of those things, of course. Don't forget to follow me on social media. My Instagram handle is @GeorginaLucyCoach, and I'm the same over on Facebook. So come over and say hi. If you are not familiar with me, I love chatting to new people, sharing ideas about personal development and about happiness. And yes, thanks very much for watching. Take care and see you soon.